Hello, hello everyone. Give me 1 second here. Everything's working. Uh, Here we go. Okay, so we are gonna be doing. This is gonna be a shorter stream today. We're gonna check out some of the just check price action, everything. Here we can start on trading view. Fix this view. Here we go. Bitcoin today on the daily candle down about 2%, 2.4%. Coming back down to these lows it set the last couple days, where it's chilling around 100K. We're currently at 103. So we have some room. We should be seeing a bounce back up to the upside. I was comparing, if we look at the weekly chart, we can see the weekly, this is the 50-week EMA. We tested it. We did not close under it, but we did top it. We may see even a drop down to close right on top of it, but either that or we're already set to do the reversal after touching it the one time, like we did down here, and we did down here, and we did down here. This has been a good place to a good support. I have it charted on my here. We can see this is every time Bitcoin touched that 50-week EMA, it hit it here first, did a 172% gain. It tapped it again here, came up 100%, came down here, jumped up another 62%, and now we're finally back down and tapped it again. So we should be seeing around like a similar, less, obviously the percentages have been less because Bitcoin has been riding up in price. So now if we saw a similar gain over the next month or two, we should be seeing around 140, 130 or 140 to 150 Bitcoin, which is huge. You can check Ethereum too. ETH is still on a downtrend. This is the weekly. It did also touch the 50-week EMA, not respecting it as much as Bitcoin, but you can see here we came back down, touched it. So hopefully we see a reversal after Bitcoin here. Boom, boom, boom. We're touching it again. We should see a nice switch. And looking at the Tom Lee and Michael Saylor, all these predictions, people are predicting the end of the year for Bitcoin. So the next 2 months should be huge, and we should be set a lot of predictions are around 150, 140 for Bitcoin by the end of the year. It also is backed up by historical data. I'll show you guys here the BTC liquidity chart. Or no, not the liquidity chart. BTC average annual return. Average quarterly return. Right here. You can see on average. So here, this is Ethereum. Let me full screen it. Actually, I could zoom in. So you can see here, this is the average quarterly returns for Bitcoin. We are in Q4. Currently, we are minus about 10% down. But if down here, we can see the average and the median. The average is 78% gain for Q4, and the median gain is 47%. So even if we just see that median percent gain of 47% from where we are here, like it's basically the same gain we have here. This is 43. So if we see that like average a median, we would see about 141, between 140 150 per Bitcoin by the end of the year. If anyone has any price predictions, you could drop them in the chat. We can check those out. Or if you have any other assets you want to see. But I have some tweets we can look over for today. Here we go. Yeah, the U.S. Senate releases crypto market structure bill draft. Because yesterday Trump was talking about the financial system needs a revamp and potentially a crypto revamp. So that would be the best. That would be the best scenario. Here we can see the bill here, a bill to provide for a system of regulation of the offer and sale of digital commodities by the Commodity Futures Trading Commission and for other purposes. So it is looking like they are trying to revamp the financial system. It is a very old system, and if they start to incorporate crypto into this financial system, you'll see huge gains. Everyone will be on terms of crypto. All people are already all for crypto, but if the financial system of the U.S. is following Bitcoin and uses it, it would be massive. That at that point, you can't what's it called? You can't go against Bitcoin. We have this Apple CEO Tom Cook says crypto is reasonable to own as part of a diversified portfolio, and has been interested. Well, he has been interested in Bitcoin for a while. More people are taking in crypto as a good sign for portfolios. Like I usually say, like a couple of years ago, people said, don't put crypto in your portfolio. It doesn't fit into a traditional portfolio. Then slowly in time, they changed that to, well, you can fit 1%, and then 1 turn to 2, 2 turn to 3, 3 turn to 4. And then like now I'm seeing figures like 10, 15, 20% in Bitcoin, Ethereum, any cryptocurrency. Obviously better to keep with Bitcoin and the safer ones, but within that, let's say 15% allocation you have in your portfolio, you can have it split between obviously bigger chunks for Bitcoin and Ethereum, and then have smaller for altcoins, and you could even fit some meme coins in there if they're the right pick, but obviously minimize your risk. Here, this is the Bitcoin top 100 list. I showed this a lot, so I'll move it for you here. MicroStrategy, of course, being at topping the list at almost 650,000 Bitcoin. The next one up is Marathon Digital with 52,000 Bitcoin, like basically almost 600,000 Bitcoin off the first slot. And then you can see here at the bottom the total for the top 100 companies is just over 1 million Bitcoin total, and 650,000. More than half of the top 100 is held by the number one spot, MicroStrategy. Michael Saylor has been crazy bullish on this, and for good reason. Like the more he talks about it, the longer he's been shilling Bitcoin. Obviously, it's continued to pop off, and people are slowly realizing and just wishing they realized earlier. Yeah. And we have Sophie launches Sophie Crypto, expanding Bitcoin and crypto services. Sophie is now the first nationally chartered bank to allow customers to bank, borrow, and invest in Bitcoin. This is huge. These banks are slowly becoming more Bitcoin friendly. I know yesterday Square, like the payment company, is now letting their merchants use receive crypto and spend crypto. Here, I could just search it up here. Open a new one. Square should be one of the, right here. 4 million Square merchants can now accept Bitcoin with no fees starting today, or this was yesterday. So now you can, the stat they showed is the merchants can now specify if they want to take Bitcoin to Bitcoin, Bitcoin to fiat, fiat to fiat, or fiat to Bitcoin. They have the freedom to choose if they want to get in like US dollars and then actually swap that into Bitcoin to keep. But they have all those different ways of doing that. So that's huge. And also, this is a good time. If you guys are interested in a giveaway, we are doing a couple giveaways. You can see at the top, once we hit 50,000 subscribers, we will be hosting a giveaway on our YouTube channel. So I don't think that's updated. Yeah, we're almost at 42,000. We're only 100 away. So once we hit 50,000 subscribers, we will be doing a giveaway. And also we are currently hosting a giveaway on TaskOn. If you don't know what TaskOn is, here, I'll show you. Full screen. If you just search TaskOn Blockchain Academics, we've been hosting a giveaway for the last couple months. This should be going for the whole year. We have 51,000 users here. So if you're interested, you can go on to here, just join now. It's completely free. Make an account. Obviously, everything's free. And then we've been hosting campaigns here. Like this one currently is 200 USDT. And all you have to do to get points is just do, like, you can go down here to see the tasks. The tasks, like this onboarding task, gives you 30 points, 10 points each. Follow our Twitter, visit our website, and join our Telegram chat. These are all free. And then here on SNS, you can, this will give you 160 points towards the giveaway. And you can, all you have to do here is like reply to our tweets, like our tweets. These are super simple. All you have to do, this will probably take a couple minutes. Literally. And then here on YouTube, subscribe to our YouTube, comment on our videos, like these are, you could bang all these out in like 10 minutes. And then you can join the giveaways here. If you go to the leaderboard and sprint tab, you can see, wait for it to load here. On the side, we have the ranking. So like tier ones, total reward pool is 100 USDT. Our tier 2 is 50 USDT. And tier 3 is 50. So you just farm those points as they come on. And then we'll be restarting the campaigns every little bit. So everybody has good shots of doing that. So this is a super easy way to join our giveaways. And then also, like I said at the start, once we hit 50K, you can see at the top of the screen, once we hit 50K subs, we will be doing a big giveaway on our YouTube, where we will most likely just post a video, and then we'll be giving away most likely crypto or whatever. We'll probably see what you guys are looking for, but we'll do a super simple giveaway. And then either we'll do bigger sums for less people or smaller sums. We'll see how we do it, but make sure to subscribe for that first giveaway, and then come on to our, this is just TaskOn. I'll drop it in the chat if you guys want to see the incentive. This is the website. This is TaskOn. Literally, it's all completely free. Just go on, make an account, join our TaskOn, and then you can start farming our rewards. Yeah, so I'll be going over that a couple times per stream. But yeah, go to taskon.xyz/blockchain academics, and then you can start join our giveaways. Just earn free crypto for it'll literally take you a couple minutes to do all those tasks, just following and liking our Twitter. I just did post a video on YouTube for the past weekly news, but here I could go over it shortly for the people here. If you guys have any questions, drop it in the chat, or if you have any price predictions on Bitcoin. Here we have the this was big news, the 50-week EMA Bitcoin that has tested. This first test was in 2023, 2024, 2025, 2025 again. First time we tapped this 50-week EMA, we moved 172%. We went from 27K to 73K. Then the next time we tapped it here, 53K, we moved 100% to 100K. And then again at 78K, we moved 60% to almost 130. So our all-time high currently 127 or 126. And then now we have tapped it again. And now if we see a similar, even a smaller percentage change, just a 40% change, we should see Bitcoin in the 140 to 150 range by the end of the year, which is huge. And then we have a lot of people backing this. Michael Saylor, Tom Lee, a lot of people are predicting about a 150, 140 Bitcoin by the end of this year, which is massive. Yeah, and then we had some more news. If you guys weren't here earlier, the U.S. Senate releases U.S. Senate releases a crypto market structure bill draft. So it's looking like the U.S. government is. Yesterday we were looking at a clip of. I could pull it up. Let me pull it up. It's Trump talking about the financial system needs a revamp. And then basically, if they were to upgrade it, it would be a good. Here, actually, we'll just watch it here. Better than me explaining it. Here we go.
Many Americans are unaware that behind the scenes, the technical backbone of the financial system is decades out of date, many, many years out of date. You know that. Paul and others are straightening it out, but payments and money transfers are costly and take days or even weeks to clear. Under this bill, the entire ancient system will be eligible for a 21st century upgrade using the state-of-the-art crypto technology. Who would have thought we would have been saying that 2 years after?
Yeah, honestly, Trump is looking to revamp the whole financial system and incorporate it with crypto. And then, yeah, we just saw here, this is a Senate released a crypto market structure bill draft, which this will be like huge. Like this year or like a year ago, the U.S. banks start releasing Bitcoin ETFs. So now everybody can invest in Bitcoin hassle-free, easy, just through your bank. Now they're looking to revamp the whole crypto market, the whole financial system with incorporated with crypto. Here it says this is the draft to provide for a system of regulation of the offer and sale of digital commodities by the Commodity Futures Trading Commission and for other purposes, which is huge. So if they incorporate crypto in the financial system of the US, which claims to be the crypto capital of the world, which it definitely is. Like if you look, we can look at this here. This is the top 100 companies that hold crypto and like you can just see, if you just look at literally the top 25, all of them are US companies, but 4 of them. And the first company, MicroStrategy, obviously, if you don't know MicroStrategy with Michael Saylor, he's been preaching crypto and been buying crypto as investment for years. And you can see they alone hold 650, almost 650,000 Bitcoin, just them as a company. And then next up, Marathon Digital only holds 52K. They're almost 600,000 Bitcoin ahead of the second place, and they alone hold more crypto than the rest of the 99 companies combined. Like you can just see, like the total is 1 million, just over $1 million, a million Bitcoin, which is like $1 billion or $100 billion. And MicroStrategy alone holds 641,000 Bitcoin, which we can see here. I'll pull it up. Strategy. You can see their purchase history. Actually, let's try these two. Here, this one. Here you can see. This is the graph. This is the graph of the MicroStrategy's purchase history. Started all the way back in 2020, so 5 years ago. They started with, it might be a little before that, but this is how the chart is. Starts at 21K, and then you can just see they're basically just slowly buying, dollar cost averaging their way through, and then something happened. It's 2025 this year, and they just started stacking Bitcoin. Like from here, this is like July 2024 to July 2025. July 2024, they hold 226,000 Bitcoin. And then in July 2025, they basically doubled it to 500K by now, 640,000 Bitcoin. MicroStrategy purchase history, their most recent purchase was on the 3rd. Actually, no, they did buy a couple days ago, but it hasn't been updated on this chart. But before that, the 3rd of this, so like 8 days ago, they bought $50 million worth, which put their total to 641. And I believe they bought another $50 million worth, I think yesterday or the day before. And yeah, they've just been stacking, and you can just see there's another chart, another graphic you can see. Strategy. Maybe on BitBo. This is powered by BitBo. Here we can see the obviously the bigger the circles, or like the bigger the buys. So here, their Bitcoin portfolio value alone is $66 billion in Bitcoin alone. Their average, like over the years, their complete average cost is 74K per Bitcoin, which is huge. We're at 100K. We are just at the 125 as all-time high. Here it has them purchasing 86 times, and yeah, their total is 641,000 Bitcoin. And then you can see like people say when Bitcoin pumps, like you don't buy, but like you can see their biggest orders and their biggest buying is while Bitcoin's pumping. Like obviously the end of 2024, start of 2025, they obviously ramped up their Bitcoin buying, but like you can just see like they're buying here. This is like at 60K. It starts pumping up on the rally up to 100K. They're buying like these this bubble alone. Hard to specifically pick one, but there's so many smaller ones. But like let's say this one. All right, here, this one alone, 93. This is at 93K. They bought 55,000 Bitcoin. Purchase price at 97K. Total cost $5 million. Oh wow. Previous balance. Well, that was cheap because now they're buying for here, purchase amount. Yeah, total cost like 50 million. If you're looking at these, purchase amount. This one they bought 55K, 55,000 Bitcoin for $5 million. Oh yeah, I guess that was at 80K. But yeah, no, they're spending so much on Bitcoin, and it's just continuing to pay off for MicroStrategy. Obviously, they're at the top of their, have it right here. They're at the top of the list by like, I don't think another company could come even close unless like, I don't know, the US, like, I don't even know, like, unless Elon Musk just drops what $100 billion on Bitcoin, like it's actually crazy. Like if you go to Coin Market Cap, we can use their calculator. The bottom here. They're holding 641,000 Bitcoin, which is 66 billion dollars, and there's nobody who's near it. Honestly, while we're here, we can check out the fear and greed. Here we can see the fear and greed now. Here, let me zoom in actually right here. This is the chart. So let's just do the last 30 days. We were all the way down to, this was 20 extreme fear, or yeah, extreme, right on the border of extreme fear. We have been slowly coming back up. Well, actually here, what day is this? This is on the 27th of October. We just came back into the neutral zone, like the top yellow zone. And then we dropped almost all the way down to extreme fear. Now we're in the middle. We are on the way back up to neutral, which is good. And if we do see that reversal back up to fifth, like here, if we go back to my chart, here we actually look at this. This is the right here. This is the Bitcoin quarterly returns percentage. So Q4, this is all the Q4s in the past years since Bitcoin started. And you can see it's the most green usually. We are 10% in the negative for Q4. That is mainly due to those tariff news Trump dropped. You can see here, like right when it dropped, let's switch it easier. You go on the daily, October 10th, right here, you can see this huge outlier of a candle. Dropped Bitcoin 7%. We came all the way from 121 down to 113. This is the huge liquidation event where I think it was $20 billion, I believe. 20, I think it was $20 billion got liquidated in that one day. With chart, yeah, we can check it here specifically. I showed this in the most recent YouTube video, but here you can see. Or no, this is not the one I usually use. Yeah, this is CoinGlass. I'm not used to these ones here, but go back, Bitcoin liquidations chart. This one. October. Changes to the dailies, I guess. Right here, you can see this huge liquidation candle on the 10th. Here we go. I got it here. So this right here, this chart right here, this shows the total, it's a little off screen, but total crypto liquidations chart. Let me zoom out actually so you can see the whole thing. Yeah, I'll just zoom into the newer one. It's a little harder on mobile. You can see like these are just the day-to-day liquidations. Like this on November 3rd when Bitcoin started dropping again, you can see here the longs and shorts. This was like a big day for liquidations. Longs liquidated $1.6 billion, and it shows you by exchange, and then through almost 400 million in shorts got liquidated that day, and then the day before 1.1 billion in longs got liquidated, and 1.7 million or 117 million shorts. And then you can obviously see there's a huge outlier, like this huge candle right here. $16 billion. Yeah, it was around $20 billion. $16.7 billion of longs got liquidated, and 2.4 billion got liquidated in shorts. Like, you can see how absurd that is just compared to, like, this is all, it goes all the way back to May of this year. Like, there's nothing that's near. This is, like, I believe one of the top liquidation. It might be the biggest, honestly, liquidations event in Bitcoin history. Like, you can just see that huge liquidations. But things are turning. Don't worry. Yeah, back to this. Yeah, so what I was saying for the Bitcoin chart, or the liquidations, quarterly returns. Since we're 10%, obviously wasn't the best with that liquidation event. We are red, green, 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 red, 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 green, 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 green. Like if you take the average Q4 over since Bitcoin was created is 78%, and the median is 47.73%. Even if we just take that median and add that to the core of the Bitcoin this year, like this is historical data. Like historically, our median growth for Q4 is 47%, and the average is 78. We're not even going by the average, we're just going by the median. We go back here, we go to the quarterly chart, so the 3-month chart. Wait, oh yeah, I was gonna say that's not the right chart. Here, this is this is Bitcoin quarterly. If we take that 47%, even just from where we are, even though we're a month and a bit into the quarter, 47% will put us at 150,000. Easier to look here. Just that 47% will take us to $152,000. And if we take it from when the actual quarter started, 47% would take us to 168K. Like these are huge numbers, and like all the historical data and all these predictions are pointing at 150K Bitcoin by the end of the year. And then like I was showing on this one, if you just look at the weekly EMA, every time we tap Bitcoin, if we continue on this pattern, tapping Bitcoin and moving up these huge gains, we've just tapped it again, and we should be seeing about a 40% gain from this tap, whether it takes a month, 2 months, 3 months, but 130, 140, 150, like it'll play in this range in the next couple months just due to these taps. Which is huge, obviously. If you guys have any price predictions or any questions, drop them in the chat. We can talk about them. Or if I could talk about the giveaway again, there's probably some new people in here. Here, let me go to so at the top of the screen, you can see we have a giveaway. That's not updated. We're almost at 42. We're almost at, check. Oh no, that is updated. So we're almost at 42K subs. Once we hit 50K subs, we'll be doing a huge crypto giveaway. So keep your head up if you're just subscribe, and then once we hit 50,000 subs, we're gonna post a video and then have a giveaway planned for subscribers. It'll be easy to join. You won't have to do anything. And then if you don't want to wait till then, or obviously you can wait till then and join that giveaway. But if you want to do something right now, we have our task on. Here's our task on. If you go to I'll drop it in the chat again. taskon.xyz/blockchain academics. This is we've been running this for a couple months. All you have to do is go to this website, make an account that's completely for free, and then go down. You can see here, if you go just on the main page, our incentive currently is 200 USDT giveaway, and these will keep, once this one finishes, we're going to do another and keep topping it up. But you basically just farm points at the bottom here. They're like very easy tasks. These are like 30 points just to follow us, visit our website, join Telegram. And then here, this is 160 points, and you get points for each. These are just reply to a tweet, like our tweets, quote tag. Like these are like, you could honestly make an account on this website, farm all the current points in maybe 10-15 minutes, and then join the giveaway. And then we'll keep doing that. If you continue to do that, you're almost like, it's very good odds that you will win some sort of giveaway on here. And then here's the YouTube. You get 120 points if you do these. Subscribe, comment. Like it's just very simple tasks. And then here, if you go to the leaderboard, you can see like it does a ranking of the users by points. and then it gives you a tier depending on what tier of points you're at. And then like here, tier 1, total reward pool 50 or 100 USDT for the top 10. Tier 2, 50 USDT for the top 11 through 20, so the other top 10. And then tier 3 is 50 USDT. So it's very simple. Just go on to this website. You can farm our points, log. It's completely free. And then if you don't want to do that, you can just subscribe. And then once we hit 50K, we'll be doing a big crypto giveaway. Yeah. If anyone has any questions, you can just drop them in the chat. I'll look at those. Any questions? If not, we can go back to Twitter if we can see some new. If there's any more news currently. There's no altcoin daily without you. Bitcoin rejected 107 with support seen at 104 to 100K. Yeah, Bitcoin's fighting right now between that like 104, 105 range. Hopefully we will see. We should see a nice reaction to these prices and a nice push to 100, at least pushing past 130 by the end of the year. Michael Saylor, first get the Bitcoin. Switch to vertical. So you can see it better here. Yeah, first get the Bitcoin. That's priority number 1. Oh yeah, here it is. Wow, they posted really quick. First get the Bitcoin. True. McDonald, I keep seeing this actually. This is funny. You can see here, McRib returns, McRib returns, McRib returns, McRib returns, and now the McRib has returned. Maybe we'll see another pump. I don't know if you should be trading on these stats, but they're definitely funny stats. First time, 1,000% gain. Second time, 2,200% gain. Third time, Bitcoin hit all-time highs at 69K. And then December 24th or 2024, we hit a new all-time highs of 126. Yeah, I guess good signal. And make sure you drop some likes in the chat, or if you want to chat, we can check anything out. If you have any price predictions or you want to learn more about the giveaways, just drop some likes in the chat, or just drop some comments. I'll be here to read them. Yeah, here, MicroStrategy acquired 487 Bitcoin for $50 million at 102 per Bitcoin and has achieved a BTC yield of 26.1% year to date 2025. As of, this is, November 9th, 2025, we hodl 641,692 Bitcoin acquired for $47.5 billion at an average of 74,000 per Bitcoin. That's massive. Like that's actually crazy. Their average at 74. Like they've yielded 26.1% year to date 2025. Wild. Which the theme. Want to read that? It's right here. Was tweeted by Michael Saylor. We can see MetaPlanet says MetaPlanet CEO says 0.2% of all Japanese are shareholders of the company. Wow. MetaPlanet's huge. I think it's pretty sure it's high up on this list. Yeah, MetaPlanet's a number 4 right here. Number 4 with 30,000, almost 31,000 Bitcoin in holdings. That's huge. Just be in that top. You could, like, obviously that top tier is just dominated by US companies, but MetaPlanet being 4th as a Japanese company is huge. And yeah, 0.2% of all Japanese are now shareholders of the company. Wow. Since October, US Bitcoin ETFs have shown weakness, signs of weakness with a few positive days, but mostly net outflows reaching up to $700 million per day. This trend points to a broader de-risking phase among ETF investors. Yeah, obviously it is a little weaker for the ETFs. Obviously, most traditional people who are buying Bitcoin through ETFs aren't degens and haven't been crypto for that long. So with a shakeout like those tariff news and crypto drops and liquidates $20 billion, like obviously it is, it's basically, you're just seeing Bitcoin moving from weaker hands to stronger hands, honestly, for people who are long term on this. CZ, here's a CZ scam. Make sure you don't fall for this. This is not my book. Beware of scammers using AI to fake books. Always double check everything. Wow, that's actually crazy. So many AI scams around CZ. I did see people were buying accounts. Like CZ follows 1,200 accounts. People were buying CZ, like accounts that CZ was following for however much, like a couple thousand, whatever it is, and then like wiping the account, making it a scam account, whether that be like a coin or company, or here like a fake AI, like a fake book, and then people see that it's followed by the real CZ, so that almost gives it a legitimate, like a stamp of legitimacy. So make sure you don't fall for any of those kinds of scams. NFTs and meme coin markets are rebounding as traders rotate back into risk assets. So wow, people are rotating back NFT, but yeah, meme coins aren't as surprising. But yeah, I guess people are moving back to NFTs, also more risky assets. 1.1 billion in longs could get liquidated if Bitcoin falls below 104. This was 6 hours ago. I think it did drop below. Okay. Yeah, that 103. Hopefully you didn't get liquidated. Yeah, looks like some people got liquidated. Let me refresh this. Maybe there's some new news. My Bitcoin video just hit through 3.1 million views. The greatest Bitcoin I've watched this video. This is a good video. The greatest Bitcoin explanation of all time in under 10 minutes. Senate approves bill to end 40-day U.S. government shutdown. Wow. This right now? That's huge. People were betting that it would end in this range of like the 10th to the 13th, which is nice. If you're one of those polymarket bettors, hopefully you've cashed out. Yeah, I saw this.
This is a very big. Nice to see you, sir, in person.
Good to see you as well.
Okay, so what's going on here? This is a big deal.
Yeah, this morning,
a very big deal for you.
It is a very big deal. It's a big day and a big milestone. Reverses the course of time.
It does.
We've wanted to be a one-stop shop for all your financial services needs, and one of the holes we've had for the last 2 years was in cryptocurrency, the ability to buy, sell, and hold crypto. We were not allowed to do that as a bank. It was not permissible. But in March of this year, the OCC came out with an interpretive letter that it's now permissible for banks like SoFi to offer cryptocurrencies. So this morning we're launching as the only national bank, the first and only national bank, the opportunity to buy, sell, and hold cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana.
So I was going to ask, are we just talking about 3 for now?
We'll expand well beyond 3. It'll be a pretty broad assortment. We try to differentiate on being fast, having broad selection, great prices, ease of use. So we'll try to give members, SoFi members, as much selection as they would like.
And what's the difference between going through you and going through Coinbase or going through Robinhood or somebody else?
Yeah, there's a couple of really big differences. First, we're a nationally chartered bank, which means we have the infrastructure, the processes, the financial conditions that provides the safeguards that a consumer would expect from a bank, which is going to allow us to scale responsibly.
Yeah. So it becomes the first national chartered bank to allow Bitcoin and crypto trading. I think I need to wrap up one more time. We're going to show you this is our task on. If you want to join our giveaway, it's in the chat. I'll drop it one more time in the chat. If you guys want to ask any questions, go on here, make an account free, and then you do the quests. the tasks, and then you'll get the points, and then you'll get onto the leaderboards to win crypto. Here, like this first one's 200 USDT. We have this is going to continue to go on for the next couple months. So if you want to farm crypto, just come onto TaskOn and do these things. It's very easy. It's completely free. And if you don't want to do that, once we hit 50,000 subscribers, we will be running a giveaway at 50K. So keep your head up for that. We'll be posting a video. In the meantime, I just posted a video like an hour ago about the current market sentiment. So make sure you check that out. And yeah, subscribe to our YouTube and check our website out. See you.